Rosemary Christensen, age 43, was last seen on August 26, 1999, in Tampa, Florida. On September 1, 1955, Rosemary Ann Christensen was born to Margaret Leslie and Frank Christensen in Australia. Christensen and her husband, a diplomat for the Dutch government, spent several years crisscrossing the globe. They were blessed with 2 sons. Christensen left for the United States after her marriage ended in 1996. After meeting her future husband online, she made the decision to go to Florida with Robert Glenn Temple. Domestic violence occurred between Christensen and Temple on July 13, 1997, and she had to have stitches for her swollen eye and her facial injuries. She decided not to testify against it. Therefore, he was simply fined. About 3 weeks after the incident, in August 1997, Christensen and Temple tied the knot. They purchased a condo on Bel Air, Forest Drive, at 1706 in 1998. Christensen worked for Century 21 Beggins Enterprises in Indian Rocks Beach, Florida, as a real estate agent in 1999. Temple was having an affair with 22-year-old Leslie Stewart at the time Rosemary Christensen vanished. She shared his marital status and worked in the same call center as he did. Christensen met a client on August 26, 1999, at 5 p.m. to show them a house. It was around 5:15 p.m. when she called a co-worker. According to Temple, he last saw her at their condo on the evening in, and that she had departed sometime between 6:30 and 7 to go out with an unknown person. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, on August 27, 1999, Temple and his then-girlfriend, Leslie Stewart, set out for Decatur, Illinois, where Temple's family lived. He dialed Christensen's number but got no answer. Christensen's employees at the real estate office reported her missing on August 30, 1999 to the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. Investigators in the couple's residence found a freshly painted wall in the bedroom, blood traces in an incense box, and a torn-up carpet. Her automobile was parked in front of the apartment complex. Christensen approached an attorney about getting a divorce just before she vanished, according to the investigation. She was also talking to a man from South Carolina via the internet. Credit card records showed that on the morning of Christensen's disappearance, Temple and his girlfriend bought $73.51 worth of household items, including cleaning supplies, paint, garbage bags, and a storage container at a Walmart in Largo, Florida. In 1974, when his then-girlfriend's infant son died, Robert Glenn Temple pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter. The body of the 18-month-old boy was found in a hotel bathtub in California. He had been severely beaten. He went to jail for a total of 5 years. According to 47-year-old Temple's statement to police, he and his wife were both present at their condo the night she vanished. He speculated that she had vanished back to Australia with an online suitor. Temple was not initially considered a suspect in her abduction and has not been charged in connection with her disappearance. Shortly after she vanished, Temple and his girlfriend fled the state, and he stopped cooperating with police. They drove across the country with a trailer home, stopping in Illinois, Arizona, and California along the way. To supplement his disability payments, Temple did not work. Stewart had sporadic stints in the role of apartment manager. Leslie Stewart contacted the Silverton, Washington, police in September 2008. She claimed that Temple had threatened to stab both her and her kid if she didn't come home from a family get-together. Stewart ultimately admitted that she shared Temple's murderous thoughts on Rosemary Christensen. She also revealed that the body of Christensen was lying in a pool of blood on the floor of the condo where Temple took her in 1999. She then believed her story that she attempted to stab Temple in the back and accidentally died by falling on a knife during a struggle between them. Stewart was eventually persuaded to assist him with cleaning up and burying the body on land that belonged to her father. Stewart tipped off the police about Christensen's movements on September 8, 2008. Her body was found inside a storage container in the woods south of County Road, 344 in Pinellas County, Florida, near the Suwannee River. Christensen had been stabbed, and the autopsy confirmed that she died from a sharp force injury. She had 3 cuts on her sweater, but they didn't look like they were caused by falling on a knife. Rosemary Christensen's husband has been arrested and charged with murder. Robert Glenn Temple was arrested in Redding, California on September 5, 2008 for allegedly threatening terrorism and assaulting another person with a lethal weapon. Robert Glenn Temple was arrested on suspicion of murder in the first degree on September 10, 2008, when the body of his wife, Rosemary Ann Christensen, was found. In exchange for her testimony against Temple, Stewart was granted immunity. The jury found Robert Glenn Temple guilty of first-degree murder in the killing of Rosemary Ann Christensen on July 30, 2011. He received a life sentence without the chance of release. Robert Glenn Temple passed away in solitary confinement on December 11, 2018. No reason for the fatality was provided.